Hello, good morning, happy Monday wherever you are tuning in from. If it's Monday with you, happy start of the week. If it isn't, happy whatever day it is. I'm just glad you're here. Little bit of a different vlog this week. I have in my hands this. This is my second book and I thought we would chat about it today. So on with the video. So yeah, I'm very excited. This is, as I say, it's my second book. I wrote a journal called Your Life by Design last year. And that to me was kind of the prelude to this one, really. Doing a journal is, yes, there's some writing involved and yes, there's some sort of method to it, but it's not a full on, it's not, it's got a lot of spaces. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's got a lot of spaces in the page where you can just write your own things and put in your own things. And I've got a copy of it somewhere. So I'm going to show you the difference. Bear with me. Right, so this is the first one. This is the journal. And so in this book, yes, it has, writing, but it also has spaces for you to script and spaces for you to write and spaces for you to do things. This book, this one is my baby. It's my story. It's where I've come from. It's what I've been through. It's what I've survived. It's how I felt. It's how I have picked myself up from the very bottom and put myself back together again. Surviving to thriving is literally what I've done, and it's all here in this book. And it's kind of in two parts. So the first part of the book is my story, and it's all about my life from a very early age when my mum died to growing up very overweight, being bullied in school, not really having much of a life at all, and being so hyper self-critical about myself that it didn't matter what anyone else said. I hated myself. And that is, I know that hate is a strong word, but I hated myself with a passion. I put the same amount of passion into disliking myself as I do now into mindfulness and gratitude and manifesting and all of those things that I talk about. And you know what? When you direct your passion in a better way, you can literally move mountains. And so that's what this is about. So the first part was about my life growing up, my girls, Chloe and Hannah, my wedding day, all of those things. And then you get into the second part. So I'm gonna quickly flip into it because I want to show you. Right, so chapter 1 to 8 is my life, right? That's my life story. That's how I got here. And then chapter 9 onwards to how many chapters did I even do? 22. The rest from 9 to 22 are literally chapters on how you can also use the things that I have used in your own life to move you forward and to go from surviving to thriving, which is why I called it that. So it actually says a practical guide to go from barely living to living with joy, including daily takeaway tasks to implement into your own life. And that is what it's about. So it's like having me in a container. It's like having me and what I do and what I teach to others in a book. So you can go through them and you can do them at your own sort of your leisure, your own pace, and you can read it and you can reread it and you can put into practice some of the things that I've got in here. It's just, I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of it. And I know that this book can change people's lives. I know that what's contained in here will first of all give you some when you read my story and you see where I've come from. I mean, if you watch me on these YouTube vlogs and you listen to my podcast and you're in my Facebook group and all of that, you may not know what happened in my life in the early days. You may not know my backstory. And so by putting it in here, it shows you that if I can go through what I went through and come out the other side and be this me now, anybody can do it, anyone. And it's been a journey, right? It's been a journey, and it's not been one thing that's in here. It's been everything that's in here and more. But yeah, I'm so proud of it, and I would really dearly love you to read it, to get your hands on a copy, to go through it, to work through the tasks, and to just see that you can change and that you can pick yourself up from the depths of wherever you feel you are right now, and you can lift yourself up to a better life, to better thoughts, to better feelings, and to just enjoying it rather than hating it, to actually loving yourself rather than hating on yourself. And so that is what I hope this book gives to you. So I'm going to put the links below, how you can get your hands on a copy if you'd like one. Yeah, I really hope you do, and I really hope you find it useful. And I would love to know if you do get one, and if you do read it, and if you do implement the things, how they have helped in your life, because that's what it's meant to be. It's not about me blowing my own trumpet and just going, woohoo, look at me. It's about helping other people. It's about getting the techniques out into the world, into as many people's hands as you can, so everybody can live feeling better about themselves. So yeah, there you go. This is it. Woo woo. Very excited. This book has been, I would say about 4 years in the making. I started writing it and then stopped, and then got sidetracked with my courses and bits and pieces. And then, as I say, I wrote this one, which kind of took me away from this one. But then I thought, you know what? That's done now. This is the one I really want to get out. This is the big one. This is the one that I'm so proud of. Yeah, there you go. I am published author, 2 books. Who'd have thought? You know what? That is another thing to be really amazed by, right? When I first started to write this book, I had no clue that I could ever get it published and that I could ever get it out in the world. It was just a cathartic thing for me to get it out of my body and put it down on paper. And then I started to see that it actually could become something. But then I didn't trust myself, which is, I think, why I went back to this one. And then when I did this, because being a published author was a huge dream of mine from a very, very, very early age. When I wrote this one, I think it gave me the catalyst to go, well, hang on, I've got this one out in the world, so why can't I finish the big one? Why can't I? And here it is. If I can do it, anybody can do it. That's what I want you to know. That's what I want you to take from this. I am nothing special. I am not a writer. Yes, I enjoy writing, but I am not a writer. But the fact that this is in the world and it's out there and it's published means that if I can do it, anybody can do it. So if you have big dreams, if you have things you want to do, go out there and make them happen. Because if I can, so can you. So that's it for this week. I know it's been a little bit different, but I had to come on and just share that because, yeah, I'm very proud. Very proud moment. When it arrived on the doorstep this morning, I was like, woo! It's very exciting. And yes, please buy it. Please read it. Please review it, because all the reviews that I get also helps more people see it. It helps the algorithms and, you know, gets it into more people's hands. So yeah, thank you for listening. And I'll see you next week. Bye.